What popular saying is actually bullspeep? Hard work never killed anyone. Coal miners would like to have a word. It doesn't matter who started it. Of course it peeping does. Even legally the concept of who did what first is recognized as vital. I've always hated that phrase in school. What the hell did they expect the second to do? Get hit by the bully? Sleep like a baby. It implies that babies sleep really well. My second is 4 days old. I can confirm babies don't sleep well. If you tell me the truth you won't get into trouble. One of bosses said this to me when I was hired. Don't ever lie to me. Tell me the truth, and I'll cover it up. Tell me the truth, so I know how to lie for you. Best boss I've ever had. I'd still get in trouble, but it would be minor compared to what the higher ups would have done. Looks don't matter. They do. Not always, not completely, but they very much do matter. Humans are kind of superficial in that regard. If you are going to be a criminal, be an attractive one. You'll be punished far less. It's pretty messed up when you see all the research about the bias. It is everywhere, so that is more than bullspeep, it is an outright delusional lie. Violence is never the answer. It isn't usually the answer, but really is. Violence may not be the answer, but it is almost always an answer. What goes around comes around. I've seen so many good, honest people get screwed over by toxic, immoral people who never get their comeuppance. The concept of karma is bullspeep. Rich people get away with horrible speep. Some corrupt politicians retire and never get caught. Murderers have lived normal, sometimes fruitful lives until they died without ever facing prosecution. I've seen some of the best people get screwed over and screwed up by the speep thrown at them. No, the world is not some magical place where the scale balances itself out. This is going to hurt me more than it hurts you. Lies. This is going to hurt me more than it hurts you. Breaks own leg. Congratulations. You were right. How does it feel? Opposites attract. They don't. Birds of a feather flock together, on the other hand, is usually true for relationships. I came in to post this. The backquote opposites attract sentiment only stands up on a superficial level. When you probe deeper you always discover there is a lot of commonality. My mum and dad look like chalk and cheese on the surface, but below all of that they are wired very similarly. Never judge a book by its cover. As someone who works in a bookshop, you're damn right I'm gonna judge the quality of a book by its production. As do most customers. I have gotten insights into the world of publishing and the decisions they make based on the quality and success of the product they are pushing. For instance, an author just starting out. The catchy title of the book is going to be the biggest text on the book. The author has brought out 3 to 4 books that are proving successful. The text size of their name is going to be equal to the title. Ian Rankin or Kate Atkinson. Their name is going to be the biggest text on that cover because that's what draws customers in. I remember chatting to James Oswald who said I knew I had made it when my name got bigger. Good things come to those who wait. Try waiting your whole life and see what comes to you. As an impatient person I've always taken this as put in the work and then don't peep it up rushing. I feel like I'll learn this lesson daily. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. It might keep the doctor away, but the psych ward never has enough apples to keep 5 big orderlies and a nurse with a needle away. That's what happens when you go bananas. Practice makes perfect. I had a teacher that used to point out that no, practice makes permanent. If you practice something in an incorrect way, you're going to perform incorrectly. My football coach used to say practice doesn't make perfect. Perfect practice makes perfect. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Nah mate, it just gives you trauma. It's just how I am. Well, you're a peeping cunt. Change your behavior and act like a decent human. Undefined. Came here to say this. Well, that's just how S/he is. Yeah, and that's the only metric I have to judge them by. I before E except after C. Bill Gates and Mark Zuckerberg are college dropouts. Dude, they went to Harvard, not community college. And Bill Gates dropped out because he was seeing enough success from what he was already doing. Harvard couldn't keep up with Gates, not the other way round. Don't worry about it. Coworkers say this when other coworkers start stonewalling you, death staring you, and becoming visibly uncomfortable in your presence. Sometimes a mouthwash will help. Money can't buy happiness. Poverty can't buy anything. Money can generally eliminate most of the things that are making you unhappy. That won't guarantee happiness, but it will make it a lot easier to achieve. Yes, money can't buy happiness, but it can buy comfort and stability, both of which can provide happiness. Sleep is for the weak, or I'll sleep when I die. Well, actually, not sleeping is making you weaker and decreasing your lifespan as you gloat about it right now. Sleep is essential, people. You can be whatever you want to be if you put your mind to it. Blood is thicker than water. Wanna know what else is thicker than water? Bullspeep. But he's your father. Yeah. He's also a narcissist. Asshole. Cheated on my mother. Screwed me over financially. Doesn't even bother to call me, but sends me passive aggressive texts that say call you father. He misses you. Chose his second wife over me and my sister, and then when she left him popped back up in my life w/o even a hint of apology or reconcile, and is a serial monogamist who latches onto women to take care of him and fill some self-righteous purpose that he is a good family man when he has abandoned the first family he had. So, yeah, I'm gonna pass on having a relationship with him. It's better to ask forgiveness than permission. Yeah, eventually people are just gonna stop forgiving you. A watched pot never boils. It does. I've checked. I've been watching cyberpunk trailers for about 7 years now. I'm not sure it's gonna boil. What you don't know can't hurt you. While yes, it's technically true, it's also not a positive thing. Theoretically, if someone's partner was cheating on them, yes, they don't know, so they can't be hurt, but it's still a bad thing. I was thinking more of, I don't know, there is a train coming right behind me, and that is definitely gonna hurt. Time heals all wounds. Malarkey. I dunno. I lost my leg, and after a decade it grew back. Right this way. The Pope would like a word. You can achieve anything you set your mind to. I've had my mind set on instant transmission for 20 years and I haven't teleported once. Plot twist. He has teleported twice _. Just be yourself. Everything happens for a reason. Like rape, murder, death of children, starvation, genocide, etc. Or my favorite, God doesn't give you more than you can handle. Do what makes you happy in regards to searching for a career. Killed my love of cooking. Now I dread dinner every night. Yay. Happiness is a choice. That's maybe sometimes a little true, but depression is real, and it's not what anyone chose. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will make me believe I deserved it. Sticks and stone may break my bones, but words are what go through my head every night as I go to sleep, and the first thing I think of when I wake up 15 years later. I'm just being honest. No, Jennifer, you're just being a douche canoe and saying what you want expecting there will be no repercussions, because you tell it like it is, and if you don't like it then leave. You don't need money to be happy. Usually this quote is being used by those who are already filthy rich. Whatever happens, happens for a reason. God, I hate this one. It's more comforting to me to think that there's no underlying reason of everything. Suffering is just suffering, not a part of some grand plan. Shoot for the moon and you'll at least land among the stars. Tell that to failed actors/musicians. Using the phrase, it's just a few bad apples, to protect an institution, when the full proverb says, a few bad apples spoils the bunch, Be yourself. If you're a peeping arsehole and even the nice people hate you, then you should peeping change and not be yourself. I think as I got older I began to understand this phrase a little differently. It's not just about how you project yourself onto others. It's about being honest with yourself and what you want out of life. I spent my 20s trying to be this tough, independent person but ended up incredibly lonely and depressed. I wasn't honest with myself. I was trying to be people I admired, instead of figuring out what I wanted. There's plenty of fish in the sea. You know what else there's plenty of in the sea? Trash. In response to this, a wise redditor once said, all the fish in the sea doesn't matter if you don't know how to fish. I dunno. Really put stuff into perspective for me. There's plenty of fish in the sea, but if you don't know how to fish you'll just be sitting there holding your rod. If you love something set it free. I know if you love something smother it with affection, until you catch the early flight home, and catch a couple naked dudes tag teaming your fianc. If you love someone, keep fighting until they tell you to stop. What doesn't kill you just makes you stronger. Bull. 2x cancer survivor here. It sure didn't make me any stronger. The stuff that failed to kill me left me fragile and jumpy, with a few unhealthy coping mechanisms and a really dark sense of humor.